I haven't done a real D&D video in a while, but I saw a video today that I felt I needed to comment on a little bit. So, pack tactics, and if I'm doing this as a separate video, there'll be a link in the doobly-doo. If you're seeing this as part of my reboot, just look up pack tactics. You'll find it. Recently put out a video on why critical failures are a bad idea, and he was 100% correct. Like, everything he said in that video, spot on. I just wanted to add a few small points to it. At one point, he talks about a guy playing a barbarian who, like, basically rage quit a game over, what do you call it? Critical failures. And, yeah, that's totally a thing. And you shouldn't do critical failures because it doesn't make sense. Not only does it affect marshals more, as he mentioned, as Pack Tactics mentioned, I should say, but it also doesn't make it doesn't make sense for marshals. If all you do is archery, or all you do is swordplay, you're not gonna snap your bowstring. You're not gonna, like, trip on your own sword, right? You're not gonna have an increased chance of doing so because you're better at it either. Is there a time and a place for critical failure? Sure, but, like, proficiency, you should skip that table if the person has proficiency. Or, even better, only do it for certain weapons. Like, for example, if you have, like, an arquebus, that might be, you know, the kind of weapon where it's like, alright, you have an arquebus. Those things mess up. If a weapon is supposed to fail every so often, maybe when you're rolling that one, it fails. There was another thing he said in his video as well that I wanted to talk about. He discounted it for good reason, but there was this thing where it's like his, I forget what his minion's name is, it was just like, but what about if they roll to confirm the miss? Not only does that, as he said, like, not really fix the situation entirely, it still puts an undue burden on martial characters, but also, and this is a thing that I want to talk about, but first I need to kill this thing.
Who's there?
Alright, good. But also, not only does it put an undue burden on the martial characters that are going to fail more often, but also slows down gameplay, because that's more rolls in a round. I mean, there's a reason that we don't confirm criticals in 5e, but we used to in 3, and that's because it adds a lot more to game time. And the last thing you want to do is up the game time. Speaking of upping game time, I'm upping my game time by talking to you instead of killing these guys. So I'm gonna go kill these guys. You guys go have fun, and that's my take on, what do you call it? Critical failures.